What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. We're going to be watching this MotoStars video. The whole point of this is to figure out what happened, how it happened, so that we don't make the same mistakes. This is a newer video. This is the one that just kind of came out. So we're going to go ahead and go over it. Oh, let's go ahead and get my pen off the thing. But before we really jump into it, there is the new Smart Rider training drills, 24 drills. So make sure you guys check it out. Links in the description for that. You're going to practice all of these things. Look at all these. Look at all these. Look at all these. A bunch of them. Go ahead and join. Here's the snake. It's only $19 for 24 drills. You get a digital download. And if you get the app, you're able to have it on your phone also and then play it. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into this one. This guy's going pretty fast.
I hope that this
check it out.
Will be a good lesson for you as well as a warning. So check this out and
it's a beautiful area. Oh, you saw the little squiggly sign? It means that we have a caution coming up, which is going to be a left turn. And we don't have gear. Hopefully it doesn't hit those rocks too hard. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Oh my gosh.
Very lucky. Very lucky. I would be checking the rims of my bike. You're probably losing some air now. Suspension might be a little screwed up, but maybe it's doing fine. But let's take a look at this. So we're going pretty fast. We're pinned down 102 miles per hour. You can barely see that. 102 miles per hour.
Lesson for you as well as a warning. So check this out.
Yeah, a little. Look, you see his wrist is pinned down, so he's giving it all. Okay, so right there. So when I talk about plan, guys, okay, we have to locate hazardous situations. You see this right here. Why is the plan's not popping up? Uh-oh, we're not going to have stuff. Anyways, position for safety, locate hazardous situations, assess relevant threats, and navigate active ones. Right here, we do have a sign showing. Okay, so when we talk about locating hazardous situations, we need to be able to locate these turns coming up. Okay, let's make sure. Yep. My buttons aren't working today, so we're going to just go ahead and do this like this. Yeah, locate these hazardous situations. We have a turn coming up, so we're going to have to slow down a little bit before that, especially if we're going 103 miles per hour. So slow it down before the turn. The reason why I wasn't able to navigate the turn very well, yeah, sure, we slowed down to 80. But still, 80 is too fast. We should probably be doing max 60 on this, because I'm sure we can handle this at 60, especially for a new rider. I mean, if you're an experienced rider, you could probably do this at this speed, but it doesn't seem like we have the skills for it. We're not wearing gear either, so as a smart rider, make sure you wear some gear just in case. But this looks like it's a pretty easy hill to navigate. It's a pretty easy hill to navigate. We should be able to do that. So we got shot out to the outside because we're going too fast. So if you're a new rider, just take it nice and easy, nice and slow. Look at the views. It's beautiful out. There's no cars in the way. The two most common places for motorcyclists to crash is intersections because of left turners.
Oh my gosh.
And then corners because we failed to navigate the corner. So you got very lucky. Your tire rims are probably messed up from hitting all those rocks, but he's not dead.
Oh.
That's a good thing. All right, we're coming up to a group ride. Oh, one sec. How did he crash? Did he hit the back? Okay. So that rider, yep, right next to the rabbit ears. He ran right into the back of the vehicle. Like I said, intersections, guys. We failed to negotiate this, okay? We weren't paying attention, maybe. We tried to swerve at the last second, hit the very edge of that truck. Now we're down. Bike got ran over a little bit. This was the motorcycle rider's fault for not paying attention. So what we could have done instead, okay, this is where he hit. So we weren't paying attention. We smacked into the back. Okay, we're kind of staggered. That's not a big deal. We could have swerved. I mean, there's an open spot. So find that escape path, guys. You got to be paying attention, because if you're not paying attention, you're going to run into things. Imagine walking around your house, looking at your phone. You're going to walk into a wall, possibly. It's basically like having your eyes closed and you're traveling. So pay attention. Rider error. Just in case, there's copyrighted music in here. All right, so just in case, we're not paying attention, we have gear. So wear some gear, especially a helmet, guys. Helmet's going to be very helpful. So bike is down. People are going to help him pick it up. Not a big deal. That's great. Look at the handlebars bent. I think that's the part that got ran over by the other vehicle. But definitely when he fell down, he's going to bend. Here we go. Oh, road surface hazard. You saw that. So we're riding through here. Not much you could do outside of, as soon as you see this, as soon as you see that discoloration in the road, as soon as you see the change of the road, If you're able to do a quick head check and look in your mirror, you can possibly swerve. So always pay attention to the road surface in front of you because that could cause an issue. Now, in a car, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's going to be like, oh, crap, what was that? But in a motorcycle, it's like, oh, crap, I'm about to crash. Thankfully, the bike stabilized itself, but watch out for those road repairs. It's scary. All right, here we go. Oh, geez. There's a bus. There's pedestrians. Side of the pedestrian. Maybe we're going to have people walk out. Let's see what happens. We have an intersection coming up, so we're going to be slowing down anyways. We have a left turner right there. Not a relevant threat because we're going to be passing the intersection before they can even turn. So I'm not worried about that, but I'm worried about anything up ahead, especially with pedestrians. There it is. So when I see like a big bus like that, it's blocking my line of sight for people coming off. Now, this is why on school buses, they have that stop sign that pops out. And you're supposed to stop. Okay, it's illegal if you don't. So you're supposed to stop because kids will cross to go to the other side. That's kind of the point. Now, when it comes to buses like this, they don't have that, but people are still going to cross the other side. So I am always looking for pedestrians. So when I see a big bus like this stopped and pedestrians are already walking and I'm coming up to it, I'm going to slow it down. Just roll up the throttle, slow it down, cover the brakes, kind of creep around, just like it's in a haunted house. I'm going to creep around the corner. And then if it's clear, I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay, so just, you're constantly having to adjust your speed, constantly having to adjust positions when you're riding, and that's part of the game. That's part of the game. So we're having fun going through the mountains.
Guarded by the oncoming driver, but stayed calm and handled the situation well.
Okay. Oh, person was in our lane. Nice little adjustment. So new position for safety. We're going to roll off the throttle, apply some brakes. Don't hit that. Don't target fixate. Ooh, got close. Was able to handle this whole situation. So good job. Oh, whoa. Okay, so we hit a vehicle. All right, no deformities to the legs. We have some ripped jeans. This is why we wear gear. Because that jean just ripped. This is where you have armor and reinforced stitching and Kevlar and all that other stuff that will help protect you. Tried to avoid impact, took a loss from a driver mistake pulling out and brake checking me for no reason when traffic was moving. Blessed to walk away with injuries I have bike fixed, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So probably an open lane pattern, probably. You know what I mean? So they probably switched into our lane because it was a shorter lane. We didn't see it ahead of time. We seemed to be going pretty fast when after we crashed, there's a bunch of traffic stopped. So we were coming up to the intersection pretty quick. Maybe we were trying to lane split. I don't know. Can't really tell from this camera angle. But maybe slow it down when you see a bunch of vehicles stop, especially at an intersection. So the vehicle kind of snuck out. Open lane. Hit us. But you see all the vehicles right here? So why are we going that fast going into all these vehicles? Slow it down. You're coming up to an intersection. Look at it, everything stopped. Why are we going so fast to get to the stop? You know what I mean? And then part of Smart Rider, like I said, is wear gear so that we can avoid some of these major injuries. They'll mitigate them. So instead of like a fractured patella, maybe you're just gonna have a bruised bone. All right, so nice little staggered. Are we gonna switch lanes?
Look at this guy.
No, oh, slow it down at this point. Roll up the throttle, slow it down. Because they're gonna, he's gonna overcorrect and go crazy. Could be having a diabetic emergency, could be on the phone, wasn't paying attention. Could be a bunch of different reasons why that person did that. But roll up the throttle, watch what's happening first, because they're going to go all over the road. If you're just speeding and catching up and then they swerve right in front of you, you're going to hit them. So just kind of like pause. It's a relevant threat.
Bumper's hanging off.
Buddy's trying to tell him, hey, your bumper. Probably pull off. Probably can't feel it. So at this point, we're looking left. We're on the shoulder. It's not your emergency. This guy is not your emergency. Just stay safe. Watch out for road debris on the shoulder. You don't know if anybody's going to be pulling out. So really focus on your ride. Don't worry too much about them too.
She's not listening.
No. Yeah, so don't be behind them with the bumper like that guy was. Like that guy right there. Don't be behind the vehicle. If that bumper falls off, you're going to have to do a really quick swerve. So these buttons work. There we go. We got our buttons. So smart rider principles, make sure you acquire personal protective equipment. All right, we're coming up to here.
The driver didn't check properly.
My plan isn't working.
Right in front of the biker.
This is what I want.
Fortunately, the rider was lucky to avoid any serious injuries.
Okay. Oh, left turn.